They're going to rotate it back out to mid. As Simple takes the helm. He'll take the charge toward Catwalk. Contact made. Knows one's on the right. And in fact, hasn't dropped down. Spots out KRB the second time. He will fall off of it, though blinded. He stays safely to CT, and it's Valda that finds the opener onto Electronic when they try and head toward the A platform. Bomb still in the hands of Zeus, but they're going to have to bail out. Great second shot as well. Simple gone, and AZ realizing that that likely means they are going to look elsewhere on the map. Rotates early through CT, finds Edward, and wants a knife. Oh, he's going to get it as well. Brilliantly done. 3 kills and an extra $1,500 to bring into the next round.
Absolutely. It is
Simple's going to hold with an AK. Foot will show, but he's ready for the headshot directly underneath. And Gade walks out, doesn't even check it. Simple finds one, can beat Cat, doesn't have to commit to CT at all at this point in time. Decent setup and a good trade by Electronic to find KRB. That opens up long again for a moment because Valda rotating in that direction at least gets there before Edward's ready for it.
There's still a chance here for North, but just a slither. Simple, so good in these sort of situations, but not quite good enough this time. Electronic 1 versus 1. Can he find the headshot? Not quite, but he does get the kill regardless. It will be Cadian to be dropped there at 1 versus 1.
Usually the A-plat player at this point, AZ, is either on Goose, or he is now, or rotating back through CT. Smokes down in mid already. They're going to be late to push that position. Maybe they can get it off the ramp above the smokes, but KRB has to step up, and he does. 2 from window. Will take down the mid part of the take, and immediately they go back toward tunnels. Gade's aware of it, and KRB steps out to make a perfect kill. That's very well played, considering they were... Flamey gets away a little bit unscathed. Well, completely unscathed, but a little bit lucky, I should say. Valda, meanwhile, back out toward Long. Back turn from his teammate, still watching and waiting for flashes. You want to have one player looking for vision in the event that they don't flash, which is the case now. And the other looking away in the event that they do. You swap the positions, and one will always be ready to fight. Cadian back out, but Electronic from range. These pistols, this is a massive turn of events and a huge problem. 3 kills between both Simple and Electronic, and it's KRB and Gade left alive.
He's going to hit this. Oh, I thought it was coming through. He's going to go plant the bomb. He spotted the player in towards T-spawn, right? Problem is, yes, they're going to get this plant. They have no utility to really fend this off. Electronic has to come through T-spawn. The timing's not going to work out for him. By the time he gets there, Gade's already got in the tunnel, so he won't get that bit of intel. But if he walks now, he might be able to catch him in transition. He's making way too much noise. Gade's heard him. That's an easy frag. And at this point, it's up to Simple. This guy's good. He's going to have to be exceptional to find a kill here.
Doors is not a bad decision because he can get in and out of situations, finds 1 kill, exactly that. Runs down, gets the AK, isolates it to a 1-on-1. Entirely winnable because the bomb still ticks. And each second further favors Simple because all he has to do is play it. Nate's going to get him off it, gets to the window. That's brilliant. That was positional 100%.
I love the fact I question
that head, and he gets deeper vision. That's a decent counter to it. They don't spot anyone this time, but they do get aggressive. KRB and AZ finally putting more pressure on the mid side. Great crossfire, kills on both weapons, and already Navi has to reconsider.
The double AWP setup, infamous on Dust 2 for sure, and when things get a bit desperate, it can be a go-to sometimes. You can see working out very nicely so far, but still Simple alive with Edward and Zeus. Edward does get a bit of long control, but there is a bit of a fly in the ointment here. Valda, this is such a strong position, very good opportunity to get 1 kill and stay alive.
Box position for an AWP. We talked about this yesterday. Typically you have it in mid, more so on A, but in mid position of B. To get in this area is so powerful, but the smoke off, he's not able to find a single pick. Gade's got the information for him, and AZ actually comes up with nothing. It's such a frustrating angle to try and counter out with the tees, but Gade doing just enough to push them off. And time expires, they'll keep 2 guns up, bomb never planted.
I respect they'll drop the smokes here, or Cadian will go for the pick. This is a big move. He misses the shot. He'll have a very short amount of time to get out of there.
Not time at all. Doesn't even get a chance to fire. And Simple just absolutely destroys him. Tough shot for KRB, but he can control the peak on that because Simple's head shows, but if he runs forward, KRB just goes down the ramp. He is in the money seat in that situation, believe it or not. So as hard as it is to hit, he makes no mistake on it. Edward disposes of Valda, still in behind the low HP. Wanted to try and flash himself out of the position, couldn't do so. KRB took advantage, but it's back to the site where problems exist, and KRB realizes everyone behind him's gone. He's got to turn around and face the music. You really got to be certain that you're going to make it through, and without crossing to pre-check the angle, they just walked in all too easy, but they're pulling it back. They'll be getting a little bit aggressive considering they had the man advantage. 2 in mid go down. Simple, top of the box, smoke down. He's actually got 1 behind him. This could cost him. He sees the gun now, but he doesn't get a chance to fire at it. He really wanted to line that up, but had no idea where the second player in the site had gone. He found out the hard way.
Well, there it is, Edward and Zeus. You can't imagine this duo being able to pull back a 4-on-2 right now, considering the bombs and B tunnels. But Zeus control the A sites, but there is a player towards long. That's an incredibly difficult shot. If he's up against an AUG, especially, he's not going to win that duel. AZ patiently waiting in CT spawn. That smoke's not going to do too much for them. The best they can hope for now is Edward somehow gets up towards short safely, doesn't drop that bomb, and can maybe get a plant down here. And Zeus does get another kill. That isn't bad at all. That was the player towards long. Valde actually pushing his luck, could have just held the pip, but now it goes to the 3 versus 2. Edward making his way forward. They're going to drop the Molotov towards short, and actually CT spawn as well. We're doing a lot of damage here. Acadian so brave to push through the flames. You can see his confidence finally arriving here in this tournament.
He does. Kirby sneaking in behind. Just the 3 AUGs to work with. HP in their favor, but Simple's always so aware. Turns around with the AWP. Gate comes back out from Cubby. Get right position. We used to call it. He famously played that fence time and time again. And yet still Simple finds it in a one-on-one. AWP versus the AUG, which is out toward middle. Leaving CT spawn now is Valde. Top player on either squad going head-to-head as Simple has to hold with the smoke down, unaware of exactly where Valde's going to arrive from. But that Molotov, incendiary rather, gives away the fact that he is toward mid. Still, though, Simple considers doors. He has to look window. Dropped in, he's heard it. He's turned it around, still has to hit an incredibly close and skillful shot on an AWP. Forget the scope, no crosshair. He's just going to have to get it perfect, and he absolutely does. My God, Simple, time and time again.
How does he always play it to perfection?
They just want to rush through and not give the USB any range. Typically that bounces a little further, but they just want to rush it in. You're right, smoke's already down, flashes in. Zeus finds first kill, but Valde, Gage. Oh, respond. Tremendous shot from Valde as well. Elevates himself on the box. That gives him just enough to see the top, the dome of Edward's head, and he gets it through the edge. Electronic finally responds with one back, but bomb already planted. No kits on either Simple or Electronic. They've got to go quickly.
There's no kits, you are right. Simple, such low HP. Heavy lifting has to be done by Electronic. He needs some quick kills now. He might be gifted one here, but working together, it's a great round. So let's break that one down. That is technically, oh, I beg your pardon, 4 AUG setup. Electronic on the M4. Simple swings out towards middle, but his fast approach from north has shut him down.
Kirby up on Cats. Already there, in fact, flashed for assistance. As Zeus fully blind, he's able to catch them rotating back through CT.
My God, they've done them in there.
That's so much utility, so much flashes, and you're right. They know strictly by 2 players looking to CT A's open. They've got them in rotation, walk in, round over. Navi has to save these weapons.
And the reason they do that kind of play, that seems quite fast and loose and not really too methodical, is because they know there's a force buy in the second round.
Off angle, top box, wants to get headshots on the way through, but utility time to perfection, and he's rendered useless. Completely destroyed. Gate already had the angle. They had no idea he was so close. Maybe burning alive. Tried to get the shot off with the op anyway. Couldn't do so. Valde finds the kill onto him. He'll double up that Molotov as well. Delay the CTs further. Now this boost is common and actually extremely powerful when you have vision. Flashes again, and Valde. 3 kills in the round. Just Electronic to find, and I don't think he will be. He's going to try and save this weapon. They don't have any money on the Navi side. We talked about it. If they're going to bring Dust 2 in as an experiment to this map pool, I wouldn't even say experiment. If they've used the holiday season, the beginning of 2019, to prep this map for the major, for their map pool, to strengthen their depth as a team,
yeah,
they've got to make it work. And if they can't right now, they go to Nuke next, which means this series could easily slip away 2-0 towards North.
What a journey that would be for those guys after crashing out.
That he clipped. The only portion of the body, the legs, that aren't a one-hit kill from the AWP. Simple shows us that the torso certainly is. He'll take down both Kirby, AZ, now Valde as well. Just dancing behind the boxes. Full control and catches Gate jumping back as well. Finally, Navi win a CT
Counter-strike form. The things he can do with the AWP, the rifles, the pistols, not many other players can. Electronic certainly tries to rival him as he finds the headshots there. Perfectly played, and it's going to be a 3 versus 1 now. Kiabi. With 45 seconds, yes, he has a chance, but it would take something quite magical here to get down towards CT spawn undetected and somehow find a kill.
Actually looks like he's going to bounce the smoke down CT, but peek behind it. Oftentimes that's entirely by design for 2 reasons. One is it can be disguised as a bit of a ruse to have the double smoke down in mid, because it's misleading as to which way is most likely in Flamey. He's figured it out. He's got a smoke to work with on the site directly. Small window to fire through, and Electronic's going to aid him in doing so. Bomb drop temporarily. Gate gets the response. Excuse me, it's Valde that does, but Gate sits on 19 bomb at quad. He's going to have a hard time getting out of there without the assist from his teammates, and Valde's going to come up from CT, already clearing out the car. 3rd kill for him. He's looked spectacular in these rounds. mid-round especially, and he looks toward an ace. He's going to have to get electronic immediately after. He got Gate down. He looks back, knows where Volt is, trying to shoulder bait him out. He's forced off to the pistol because he can't get the reload, and still he shuts it down. Volta gets 4 kills.
And himself boosted by the tunnel. That is a bit of a pre-fire position. Vada will be checking this one, and we'll see if he gets the kill. Indeed he will. And that's what we discussed in the pre-game here. That B bomb site might not be a problem after all. As Electronic hits a stunning shot like that and buys him a little bit of time.
And he's going to rotate back through after smoking himself off at the door. He gets in from the window, but spotted by Gate. Didn't expect the shoulder to be so far forward. It's Zeus. I think he was hoping he does get away with it. I think he was hoping Electronic was still going to be alive. He was committed to window on the flames and elects to just jump into the site. You say nice work to get one. That's all things considered, because now Simple's left alone in a 1-on-3.
That is what I mean. The fact he does make that play and just somehow gets a kill out of it, that's as good as it's ever going to get, right? And Cadian will find them.
Escape plan with that many targets and guns aimed in this direction. Zeus, UMP, it can be tricky from range. Somehow they get away with it because Simple also pushes through. He gets one of the CZ. That'll give him a weapon from the kill. And they've actually got the man advantage as Flamey inside of the site dances back out for the box, left, then right. Rather the other way around. Depending on the perspective you look at it, I suppose. As Cadian's forced off, they might just get this back one further round and still have a chance to force overtime.
Made it in, and they're going for a B split now. He cancels it. And Edward, who drops the perfect incendiary now and baits out AZ. That's a really strong play. So's that. Looks like the round might be tied up. They've got no time left. They're going to have to find multiple kills very quickly. But Simple's not missing a single bullet here. Round over. Cadian left with nothing. And that's perfectly played by Navi. That one incendiary, Matt, just to read it perfectly.
Oh, he's lucky he hit that shot, Cadian. He needs to be careful, though. Simple knows that if he gets him now, he's going to lose the AWP and all the subsequent...
It would reset everything. All that hard work would be for nothing. We'll see what can happen here. Zeus struggles for the first, but does make up for it. Takes down Gabe. Kiabi with the trade of the CZ, but he takes heavy damage there. Valda, same story. AK, I'm not sure it's going to deliver, and Edward ready for it. It looks like we're going to overtime unless they can turn this around. Great flashback. Kiabi can't capitalize upon it. He only had the pistol there. And again, in the open, Cadian, AWP. Can he hold it up?
Simple's aware. He saw bullet tracers coming out from Catwalk, so he knows he can't peek the wall. And he knows he's got to stay alive on top of the site as they get closer and closer. AZ, Deagle in the face. He's got this down. Smoke to cover the cross. Edward's not going to have any vision. He just wants to watch the platform, and they caught it out. They actually got that. He got caught out on the edge of the smoke.